In the first part of the video, we talked about how to identify if your child has hyperlexia. If you've not watched that, please go watch that and then come here. Now let's talk about the therapy for hyperlexia. Now you have to understand that hyperlexia is not a diagnosis. It is not a disorder. It is not a splinter skill. It is a uniquely gifted ability. It is a good skill. And we are going to use this ability of your child in order to help them learn, teach them new skills, help them accommodate with the environment, develop social skills, learn socially appropriate behaviors, etc. I'm Prianka Evangeline, your internet speech language pathologist. If you like this topic and more topics related to speech and language therapy, make sure to subscribe to this channel. If you're not going to take all the 5 points from this video, but if you want to only take one important point from this video, it is to write, because your child with hyperlexia will read. And the more they read, the more they're going to understand and use. If you recollect from the part 1 of the video where we talked about how their visual memory is very good, that is why we want to write the things that we speak, which triggers their visual memory, which is a strong suit and through which they can understand the world. This practically looks like whatever you're trying to teach your child, write it down. Maybe it is a weekend and you're trying to take your child outside and you're trying to explain to them where we are going, what we're going to do. So write it down and show them. Let's go to the ice cream shop, and you can even write, do you want chocolate ice cream? Let's add some nuts on the ice cream. I want a cone ice cream. So you can write and explain to your child what's going to happen. The second thing is to use visual supports. So this is like in your day-to-day life, if you're having a difficulty getting your child ready to school, or if you sit down to do some work with your child but your child's not paying attention, or they want to get up and move. So in these situations where something is expected of your child to be done, and those situations, if you're not noticing enough cooperation, you can start writing down what is expected of them. So you may put a heading to the topic, example, activity time with mummy. So first we are going to look at these adjective flashcards. Second, we are going to look at this picture talk book. Third, we are going to have fun playing with slime. Another aspect here, extra point, is that add their most interesting high interest activity towards the end, so that they are motivated to complete the first 2 in order to go to the third activity. Now you will notice more cooperation, more attention, more completing and following through with the task. Excuse me, if you're watching this video so far, it means that you like it, right? So why don't you show me that like, pressing that like button and helping me out. A tip is to use patterned language, meaning don't talk in different phrases at different time, because this can be too confusing to a child who looks for those patterns in speech, those constant nature in their environment. So if you taught your child with instructions of bring this, so always use bring water bottle, bring towel, bring soap. Don't try to change it like, can you give me, please go get that. So when you change the language, it might be difficult for your child to follow. So in your day-to-day life, have patterns of language for parts of your day or certain skills that you're trying to teach your child. Scripts, that is, if you want your child to perform a certain thing in a certain environment, like greet somebody, talk to their friend, wish someone a happy birthday, you can take a paper and write down, if someone says this, you say this. So if someone says hi, you say hi, how are you? If someone says how are you, you will say I am fine, thank you, how are you? If it's someone's birthday, we say happy birthday. If we see someone for the first time, we say hello, how are you? So sit down with your child with a pen and paper and write these social situations, what is expected of them and what they should be saying in that situation. When you're trying to teach your child something, instead of explaining the game or explaining the process of what is expected or trying to make them understand a concept with a lot of speech, rely on examples. So a lot of hyperlexic children have difficulty with higher language skills. So let's say you're trying to teach your child the concept of more or many. So you have take a paper and draw one laddu this side and many laddus on a plate on this side. So you say one laddu, many laddus. You draw one fish, many fish. One chocolate, many chocolate. So show them the example and the pattern in the example. Do like 3 to 4 like this, and on the 5th time you ask your child to say. And mostly by this time they have got the concept. They're always afraid of this thing, right? Like child is always repeating the same thing they heard and they are just saying what they heard. This is, I understand, quite they are not creating their own speech, so it is quite concerning. But a lot of times own speech is going to stem from learned speech. So if they are not having enough learned speech, that own speech is going to be slow in appearing. So I want you to teach a lot of these echolalias, gestalts, delayed echolalia, learned speech, all these scripts and things they heard from dialogues, from facts, numbers, names of flag, names of animals, countries, vehicle names, all the things. Teach them a lot of that. So that is going to form the basic knowledge from which they can create their own speech later. So do not stop their echolalia, do not try to control their delayed echolalia and their gestalts. If this video is helpful for you, make sure to press the like button. Every video I'll stay on YouTube for a few days to reply to all the comments. So if you see this video and you have any comments, suggestions or feedback, please leave it in the comment section. I will definitely reply to you.